Title: The Barista's Brew Trilogy. Part 1: Dark Roast Descent. It was a typical morning when I walked into my local Starbucks. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the air, and the familiar chatter of customers surrounded me. Little did I know that this seemingly ordinary place would become the backdrop for a chilling nightmare. As I approached the counter, I noticed a new barista. Her name tag read Evelyn. Her appearance was unremarkable, but something about her eyes sent shivers down my spine. They seemed devoid of any warmth or humanity. I ordered my usual latte and watched as Evelyn prepared it with an eerie precision. There was an unsettling grace in her movements, almost as if she were performing some kind of dark ritual. As she handed me the cup, our eyes met briefly, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being scrutinized. Days turned into weeks, and my unease grew. Strange things began to happen around the coffee shop. Customers would go missing, and their belongings were found discarded in the nearby alley. Rumors spread like wildfire, but the police couldn't find any concrete evidence to link the incidents to the Starbucks. One evening, as the shop was about to close, I decided to confront Evelyn. "Do you know anything about the disappearances?" I asked, trying to sound casual. Her lips curled into a sinister smile. "I have no idea what you're talking about." But her response only confirmed my suspicions. I delved deeper, researching the history of the Starbucks and its employees. The trail led to a tragic event years ago, a mysterious fire that claimed the lives of several workers, including a barista named Evelyn. It seemed she had returned from the grave seeking vengeance. Part 2: Macabre Mocha. Fear gnawed at my sanity, but I couldn't turn away from the truth. I knew I had to stop Evelyn from claiming more innocent lives. Armed with knowledge from old archives, I learned about a ritual that could banish vengeful spirits. On a moonless night, I returned to the Starbucks, hoping to find a way to break the barista's curse. Inside, I discovered a hidden chamber beneath the shop, filled with sinister symbols and remnants of dark practices. Evelyn stood there, her eyes glowing with malevolence. "You shouldn't have come back," she hissed. I tried to reason with her, explaining that her pain and anger would only perpetuate if she continued down this path. But the vengeful spirit was resolute. Our confrontation turned into a terrifying cat-and-mouse game. Evelyn could manipulate the coffee machines, turning the hot liquid into scalding weapons. I barely managed to dodge her deadly assaults as I made my way to the heart of the hidden chamber. Drawing upon the knowledge I had gained, I began the ritual. Ancient words spilled from my lips, and the room crackled with energy. But Evelyn was relentless, her rage manifesting in terrifying apparitions. In a final showdown, I stared into her malevolent eyes, trying to convey empathy and understanding. "You can find peace," I pleaded. For a moment, it seemed like she wavered, but the darkness had consumed her entirely. With a blood-curdling scream, she lunged at me, and I completed the ritual just in time. The chamber trembled, and a blinding light enveloped us. When the brilliance faded, Evelyn was gone, and the evil that had plagued the Starbucks was banished. Part 3: The Haunting Roast. I thought it was over. I believed the nightmare had ended, but the evil that lurked within the Starbucks was far from vanquished. Months passed, and the coffee shop's atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. The employees seemed distant and cold, and the customers had dwindled. Rumors of strange occurrences within the shop resurfaced. One evening, as I walked past the Starbucks, I noticed a flickering light through the window. Curiosity got the better of me, and I entered the shop once more. To my horror, I saw familiar faces among the baristas, each one sporting the name tag Evelyn. I had unknowingly unleashed a legion of malevolent spirits. The original barista's curse had multiplied, spreading to others who had been wronged and seeking revenge. The haunting roast had just begun. I couldn't run away this time. The darkness had followed me. Desperate to save innocent lives from these vengeful entities, I sought the help of a spiritual medium. Together, we delved into the Starbucks' grim history, seeking to break the cycle. Our journey led us to confront each spirit, one by one, and offer them a chance at redemption. As we unveiled the hidden pain and trauma behind their malevolence, some spirits found peace and moved on, but others resisted, clinging to their hatred. In the climactic battle against the most vengeful spirits, the Starbucks turned into a battleground of the supernatural. The very foundation of the building trembled as I faced the collective rage of those wronged. In a final act of bravery and sacrifice, I managed to free the spirits from their cursed existence. As they dissipated into the ether, a profound silence fell upon the Starbucks. The haunting had ceased. Though I had survived the ordeal, I knew I would never forget the horror of those days. The Starbucks remained open, but its once vibrant ambiance had forever changed. And in the corners of the coffee shop, one could still hear faint whispers of the restless spirits that had been finally put to rest.